fifth year, it's going to be 50 different stories of survival. I thought it was important to share that with the world. Just not the stories of survival, but the images as well. Just the powerful images of women who are beautiful regardless of the imperfections that we have. And to know that our beauty goes beyond how we look. It also has to do a lot with how we are, our character, and how we act, not just the physical appearance. That's my aspect of that, but Michelle can complement on that as well.
Yeah, did you have anything to add to that, Michelle?
Well, we've always also wanted to share these women and their stories and their photos in one place. And so what better way than creating a book to do that? And I think it's a wonderful way to celebrate our 5th year anniversary. And it's like Adrianna said, it's something that we have been talking about and dreaming about since day one. And so this is a really, really exciting time for us as we go through this process.
That's awesome. So how has the project changed over the past 5 years? And maybe you both can give us a little bit of insight
on it. So it has grown beyond what we ever dreamed of. When I first started the Affirmations project, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what my dream was, and I knew who I wanted to reach. I wanted to serve women. I wanted to empower women. I wanted to bring hope to women in general. And for reasons, I guess God had other plans, and that being aimed at cancer survivors and domestic violence survivors. But we started with a small gala with about 50 people and 60 people, I think, in attendance. In our last gala last year, we had almost, I think if I remember correctly, it was about 225 people in attendance in our gala. And we have a big following in Tampa Bay. And not only in Tampa Bay, that's what I'm surprised that people from other states in the country are reaching out to us through social media all over the state, and actually from even London. I have family in London, and through them that have heard about the Affirmations Project in Aruba, in even Colombia. There's many countries, many states that everybody has heard of the Affirmations Project. And we developed a big following. The Affirmations Project has grown not only in numbers of how many people we have reached, but also the impact that we are making in the lives of these women, because we're not just about the pretty pictures and the stories. We also want to provide financial support for these women who are struggling to pay bills, while at the same time they are surviving cancer. And we like to help women, we serve women who at no fault on their own are struggling financially. These have women that are single mothers or women who do not have a big support system, and because of cancer, they're not able to work, or they lost their jobs because of the many days that they have to take off from work, and women who had escaped domestic abusive relationships and are trying to rebuild their lives. So we have expanded, and thankfully, because of the support that we have from the Tampa Bay community and from community around the country, we have been able to provide a lot of assistance, financial assistance for these women, and that makes me very, very happy.
Nice. Michelle, did you have anything to add on to that?
I think we've grown in so many ways as a group, as a nonprofit, as a kind of sisterhood together. And, starting off with such a small number of people involved, it's been really cool to see the process of growth behind the scenes with the people who not only that we're reaching out to, and as Adrianna said, who are able to help in our community, but the people that we help through just being involved with the Affirmations Project. So many of our volunteers and people who put in time and effort to be a part of this, they get a lot out of it too. They feel supported, and there's a really great bond that we've all created with one another, and that's been another really cool aspect of watching this project grow over the past 5 years, and who we bring into our to our sisterhood.
That's awesome. And it was kind of inspiring because I was just going to ask, how far does the Affirmations project spread out? Like the farthest person you've heard when you said states, and then you said different countries. So London, Colombia, Aruba, you mentioned, other states.
Yeah.
That's amazing that people from outside the United States have heard of the Affirmations project, and, they're supporting it. That's great.
Yes. Actually, about 2 years ago, there was also someone from Canada that reached out to me, and they wanted to partnership with us and bring the Affirmations project to Canada. But I believe that growth is good, but if we grow too quickly without having the proper tools or to make it successful, it can be maybe not a good thing. And I wasn't ready at that moment. But I think moving forward, we have grown so much, and we have a strong board member, and we have a lot of knowledge now that we acquired during the years. I started the Affirmations project without any prior knowledge about how to run a nonprofit. I just knew what I wanted to do. I just knew what my dream was. And I procrastinated for a couple of years because I was afraid, I didn't know what I was doing, until one day I said, if I'm not going to do it today, when am I going to do it? I'm never going to be ready. If I don't do it, I know my heart is going to take me to the right places. And so that's how we started. Yeah, we didn't really have any experience. We had learned it by trial and error, but we have been doing great, I think.
Yeah, learned all along the way.
Yes.
It's always a little constant thing, which then kind of brings us to the next question, which, I wear multiple hats. I'm sure you wear multiple hats. Everyone wears multiple hats. But Adrianna, you work a full-time job in addition to running this nonprofit. How do you mentally, physically, juggle this responsibility?
Oh my God. I laugh because I feel like crying sometimes, but I laugh. So I do have a full-time job, a very demanding full-time job, but my passion is serving women, and that's what guides me. That's what ignites my life, serving women and empowering women. So every moment that I have that I am not working, I dedicate to the Affirmations project. Not only me, Michelle also does the same thing because she has her own business. But so what we do is I work a regular job. So at my lunchtime, I am doing something for the Affirmations project. After work, every day, I'm doing something for the Affirmations project. Sometimes I take longer lunches, or I tell my boss I'm going to be in later or earlier. And he loves the Affirmations project, and he's very supportive. So I appreciate that very much. But every waking moment that I have that I'm not working, I'm thinking about what to do next with the Affirmations project. And basically, like my husband always tells me, it's like you have two full-time jobs, because I finish working and then I continue working, and sometimes I don't go to bed until 3:30 in the morning because I had to complete something for the project.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and that's why you have Michelle here, your right-hand woman, to help you.
Yes, exactly. I couldn't do it without her. We thank God for Michelle. I don't know what I will be without her. I think I will be in a mental institution by now.
Oh. So with that, if people kind of give us a little bit more heads up on do you have any other upcoming events or galas or anything that you want to let our listeners know that they could be aware of, that they might be interested in attending or, supporting?
Michelle, you want to answer, and then I'll follow you after you answer?
Yeah. So, of course, we have our yearly gala planned. However, we will be kind of watching dates and everything. With everything that's going on around us right now, we, obviously things are shifted and postponed. So that will be later on in the year. We will obviously let everybody know when we can figure out a date for that. And our book launch is definitely going to be coming right up around the corner too. So if you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, we'll be sharing all of these dates as we are able to set them. So we do also have a variety of other events that we typically have planned throughout the year, fundraisers and other meetups where people who are involved with the Affirmations Project can get to know each other, or people can come get involved for the first time. This year is a little different than other years, but we plan to kind of be innovative with everything that's going on to figure those details out.
Not a problem, but we are kind of getting close to the end here, so I know we have one more question. So maybe if you can answer briefly on this question, but then I want to give you some time to give some content. So what I'm going to ask first is, what's the best way, if anyone's interested in supporting the Affirmations Project or the book, what's the best way that they can get a hold of you, contact you, either by email, phone number, what's the best contact for this?
Okay, so we have the Affirmations Project Facebook page. Is the Affirmations Project, and we also have a website, www.theaffirmationsproject.com, and we have a tab there where they can sponsor the book. The name of the book is I Am the Affirmations Project, and in our website we have all the links for people to pre-purchase the book, and also to sponsor the book if they would like to help us with the cost of the publishing. So they can find us on theaffirmationsproject.com, and the phone number, I am sorry, but you know what? I am drawing a blank. I cannot remember my phone number.
But the phone number is on the website, correct?
The phone number is on the website. I am very sorry. I cannot remember the phone number.
But we do have to wrap it up. So therefore, I do want to thank you both for being part of my show and, exposing Affirmations Project as a nonprofit to our listeners. And hopefully they're going to listen to this. They're going to be inspired. They're going to be contacting you, and we're going to get you some more sponsors.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. We really appreciate you having us here.
Not a problem. You have a great day, both of you ladies.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Take care.